I'll let you're going to have one more story here to end the night. Let's see if we can get the music going.
So, my final story is the creepy man in the basement. I was just turning 13. I was doing great in school, getting good grades. And I had a fight with my brother. It was going on over and over. And it got to the point where my aunt offered to take me to her house and stay for the weekend. I was fine with that because she had one of those rich people houses in a nice neighborhood. I just got there and I started downloading Warzone to play with my friends. I was playing the game and dinner was getting ready and I was really relaxed and played my last match and I went to bed watching videos on my phone until I fell asleep. All of a sudden I heard a thud deep in the basement that echoed through the house. My aunt and uncle were still asleep and they didn't hear it, so I shrugged it off and thought it was nothing. It happened again and I was really shaken up by it. So I put on my slippers and I decided to check out the basement. There are two creepy spots down there. One was under the stairs, which is a little far down, but not too far. The other was a storage room where you stored your canned goods and stuff like that. There's a weird turn that goes further back, really far away, that always creeped me out. Anyway, I was down that stairs and I looked under the stairs at the bottom. Nothing was there. So I looked around the basement and suddenly I saw it. A black silhouette, about 5'4", was standing in the corner. I was creeped out. Thought it was something paranormal because I watched a lot of Ghost Adventures. I booked it up the stairs in my room and I didn't hear the noise again. I brought it up in the morning to my aunt and she said it was probably just my eyes playing tricks on me. I said, maybe you're right. I was up all night playing games with my friends. I stayed up late again playing that night and I heard it again. I told my friends I had to check something out and I left the room. I was contemplating going down there. I was super tempted to catch a ghost on camera. And I was dumb. And I went and I checked it out. I didn't see anything. And there was only one last place to check. It was the food storage room that I mentioned before. I went a little ways down and I did check around the corner because I didn't think anything was there. Turned around, then something happened. I felt hands on my shoulders. And a whisper that said, hello, in a creepy voice. I turned around and it was the same person from last night, same height. I've been in a lot of fights at school and I won them all, so he didn't intimidate me too much. I pushed him and then I punched him and I ran up the stairs and barged into my aunt's room and told her to call the cops. I pushed a bookshelf in front of the door as I had come up. My uncle held it there so the intruder couldn't get out. He ended up breaking a window and tried to get out before the police got there. They arrested him before he got away. I later found out that he had actually gone up and gotten a knife out of the kitchen and put it in his pocket before I went down. I was too scared to ever go back to her house ever again. I haven't been there since. I'm 17 now, but it still haunts me to this day what could have happened if I didn't fight back or if I had spent too much time in that basement.
This happened the day before, too? The night before?
Yes, he went down there the night before and saw the person down there, thought it was a ghost, and ran upstairs.
He did talk to him the night before, though?
Didn't talk to him.
Okay,
he just
that
saw
was the
it.
next night.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they didn't say much more about the person that got arrested.
No, they just said he was arrested. He was 13, so he probably didn't know much.
Yeah, he might not get told that. I wonder if he's homeless. Like, how long had he been down there? Did he stay down there or did he come back?
I don't know. That's a good question. My guess is he might have been homeless because he was apparently staying where the canned goods were. But then after he saw him assuming that he saw him come down the stairs that night before, and he got a knife maybe for protection, or maybe he was crazy and was going to kill him. I don't know.
Maybe he was using it to eat.
Could have been using it to open up the canned goods.
Took a knife from the kitchen. Yeah, if you didn't catch that in the story yet, they found out later that a knife was missing. It was in his pocket.
Yeah.
Kitchen knife from the drawer. Is that what you said, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, this is another one that's a kid's worst nightmare, right? I mean,
yeah.
You always think about, like, somebody said, I've definitely had it where my eyes played trick on me in the dark. Yeah, you'd be like, is that real? Did it happen?
Yeah. I mean, you wake up every once in a while today and you'll see something like a coat on something. You think, oh, that's a guy. That's a guy in my room right now. But it ends up being a coat. Yeah.
I've been having some borderline sleep paralysis stuff the last month.
It's the worst.
Again, not full out. It's weird to the point where I don't know if I'm dreaming or it was sleep paralysis. But there's been some weird stuff that has been going on for me. So this is just reminding me of that. You definitely don't know if it's real or not. But then that second night you go down there and you hear it. Then to have the courage to, I wonder how close he was. Like, did he have to run closer to it to punch it? Did he have to step into it? Like,
So he had his hands on his shoulders.
oh shit, I didn't even catch that.
Yeah, he said he felt hands on his
He was
shoulders
behind him and put his hands on his shoulders.
and it said hello.
I heard that part.
Around, and then he punched him.
Turned around and punched him. Why did he touch him?
Creepy people being creepy.
What the heck? Someone said everyone should own a gun. This is a little kid, though.
Yeah, this is a 13-year-old kid.
I wouldn't want my 13-year-old, my daughter's not that old almost, so I wouldn't want her walking around that at night. But still, though, that's insane. But he touched him. He put his hands on his shoulder.
Yep.
He didn't, try to hide anymore or play it cool. Put his hands on his shoulder. He talked to him.
Yeah.
That's not a very big room either to be, if it's like what I'm thinking, like a little walk-in room off the basement.
Yeah, like a little pantry room or something like that.
Yeah.
I've seen them. I don't have one, but I've been in basements that have had those things. And
Yeah.
so,
I pictured a couple different things in my head. Attacking would be your immediate reaction.
I mean, you kind of have to, right?
It's already, it's already physically got involved with you. I mean, it put its hands on you. So it's automatically going to make you freak out.
Yeah.
I can't believe I didn't catch that when I heard it. What the heck?
Yeah.
That's wild, man. Yeah, we've got people watching on 8 different platforms right now. Everybody's from at least one person from every platform. Some of them Twitter is the most. Instagram, yeah, everybody's checking this out live, so we appreciate it. This is a crazy story to me because, like I said, a kid's worst nightmare is that somebody's in your house at night.
Yeah.
And not his house, I guess. It was a relative's?
His aunts.
Friend. His aunts. Somebody said they wouldn't go back to the aunt's house again. I don't know if I would either.
Yeah, that's what he said. He didn't go there.
There's just so many unanswered questions on this one. Like, you want to know so much more about the guy.
Yeah.
It is just a kid, though. You're probably not going to get any more information from it, but that's wild, man.
Yeah, I would.
Because you would expect, okay, so I don't know, some of you are just getting in here now. The last one we just shared, the video footage of the ghost, you would think it was something like that probably. There's a damn ghost in the pantry.
Yeah.
You wouldn't think there's a person in the pantry, so.
It was funny because, when I saw the peeking out ghost thing, it was like, well, that's about the height of this guy I'm about ready to describe. They described it as a black silhouette, about 5'4", and it looks like about that height in that video. I was like, this is kind of uncanny. We're kind of...
Yeah, the figure in that video we showed did not seem very tall, so, I mean...
Yeah, so, this person was also apparently not very tall, or maybe was crouched. I don't know.
How did he get in the house? How did he get in the house, you know?
That's a good question.
Did he leave? That's what I want to know. Did he leave and come back? Was he coming and going? Was he just there the whole time? That's pretty risky to stay in the house the whole day like that, unless he was hiding somewhere else, I guess. We have read stories about people hiding under beds and shit, so.
Yeah, and then we had that one dude, that video you shared of him knocking underneath that guy's house.
Crawl space, hiding in the crawl space. He was not a short person, though.
No, he was a big guy.
Yeah. Crazy. People that intrude into someone's house are a different breed. Yeah, I agree with you in the chat. Very true comment. You got to be wild to, then to, put your hands on his shoulders and talk to him. Not even try to just hide or run or scare him, by yelling. Just doing this really creepy... This is the theme of your stories tonight.
Yeah.
You do fear this as a kid. This is gonna happen to you at somebody else's house.
Yeah, you're gonna see someone in the dark.
We've all had a family member's house or a friend's house we went to that was super creepy, and this is actually a pretty good example of that. I try to think of experiences. There's a couple of friends' house or a family's house that was creepy, but this kid had the worst thing. I mean, it could have ended much worse. Let's say that it could have ended much worse for everybody: the intruder, the kid, the people in the house. You don't really know this person's intentions. Could have just been hiding out. Could have.
I get the impression that they did not know this person, but
yeah, they would have said the guy from next door or the guy that used to own the home, like James. That story earlier.
Yeah.
Wow, dude, that's a cool one. I like that one. That was a really good one, actually.
Yeah, I thought that was a good one to end on.
But this is always a fear of mine, dude. That something's gonna happen when you're already in your You're not in your environment, so you're not comfortable.
Yeah.
Cool story, Luke, man.
Jeff Townsend Media. CG, good night.
And the question is, do I stay here? Will you be back? Are you gonna come back? Will you be back? Are you coming back?